Hi, it's Jonathan and we're here in the J.W Anderson studio. We've just finished the menswear Spring-Summer 2021 collection. This season has been a very different season than many others. We've had to work through a pandemic, which has been incredibly rewarding due to the situation that we're in. I think it's really been amazing to be able to kind of like work closer with the team via computer for most of it. The results, I think, have been kind of fascinating, and it's been a very different exercise. This season we had to work on a mannequin through the whole process because of not being able to have our in-house models. It has been something that I think has kind of like pushed a new type of boundary in the way in which we create clothing. And I think in a weird way it's brought me closer to the idea of going back to the beginning of when I first started the brand. Because we couldn't do casting through the process, we decided, both me and Ben, to kind of work with two artists. One, we worked with Paul and Glada to do kind of menswear faces, or like casting through kind of imaginary faces. I've been really kind of fascinated by this idea of modern craft. It's something that's very personal to me. It's something that I've been kind of working very hard over the last 10 years to kind of like put craft back at the center of making clothing and making bags and being able to present, because I think it's sort of like in this moment it's very important that we reconnect with our hands and reconnect with collaborating with different people. Fashion is not something that you do on your own, it's about teamwork. What you will see in this collection is something which has been done at home. It's being done partly in the studio. It's been a credit to my entire team and to all the craftsmen and the factories that have worked with us on this process, and I hope you enjoy. This season we worked with an artist, Paul and Glada, and we made masks in which we used, because obviously we couldn't use models, I wanted to create a character. When we were doing this collection, I kind of was looking a lot at how people were kind of reverting back to craft and reverting back to making. So we redid the entire thing onto a sweater through hand knit, and then we kind of like flipped the colors. We did a lot of jacketing of different sort of domestic fabrics, like wallpapers, and nearly as if they were kind of put through a photocopier over and over again. We took all different MAC fabrics we'd ever used and we kind of collaged them into this idea of kind of utilitarianness, this idea of patchwork, this idea of assemblage. You have knits where we discharge printed on top, and this idea that the kind of nearly like hanging tapestries, going back to this idea of the shared wardrobe where pieces are not really tied to any gender, it's whatever you want it to be.